So shortly after college, I took a job in Petersburg, Virginia. Like most people, you graduate, you have your degree, and then you strike out and you try to land that first big job. And I had mine working for a company, like I said, in Petersburg, Virginia. But at the same time, all of my family was in the Charlotte area. And my girlfriend, the woman who would eventually be my wife, Julie, she was still in school in Boone, North Carolina. And all were anywhere from 4.5, 5 to 7 hours from Petersburg, Virginia. So like a lot of folks, I would go home on the weekends and or go up to the mountains to visit with her. And then I'd have to turn around and be back for work on Monday. Now, I wasn't really good at being disciplined about getting away early often on Sundays, and I would wait as late as I possibly could. And so often I would find myself heading back to Petersburg at 11, 12 o'clock at night. Now, if anybody's ever driven the roads up in Southern Virginia, outside of the Petersburg area from the North Carolina line, you'll know what I'm talking about. But for those of you that don't, imagine 4-lane highway, but it's divided. And down the middle are just these big, huge, beautiful, thick groves of pine trees. So all you can see is your 2 lanes in the direction in which you're going. And now imagine that it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. And as you can probably guess, 2 o'clock in the morning, where all you can see is the 2 lanes in front of you and there's nobody around, it's real easy to get sleepy. And that was often the case. I'll admit, I was pushing the boundaries, so to say. But as I would get up to that probably about an hour outside of Petersburg, and I'm getting tired and I'm getting sleepy, one of the things that I would often do is I would look for an off-ramp where I could just get off, get out, stretch my legs, get some fresh air, and sort of wake up a little bit. So in other words, as I was traveling and getting tired and I was weary and I was pushing it just a little too much, what I was often looking for at that moment was that first off-ramp that I could get to, where I could get off and find a little rest, okay? As I think back on that, it reminds me that often in life, we're all pushing. We're just pressing. We're trying to get as much out of a day as we possibly can. We're trying to get as much done at work as we possibly can. We're trying to make people happy. We're just going. And a lot like myself, we're going till 2 o'clock in the morning, figuratively speaking, and we're getting tired and we're getting weary. And we all need an off-ramp. God knows that. And here's the deal. He is that off-ramp for us. There's a scripture I want to share with you. It's this. It's from John chapter 14. It's verse 27. It says this. Jesus was speaking to his disciples. He said these words, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world gives, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." But Jesus is explaining to his disciples, he says, listen, I have a peace that I'm going to give you. A peace that'll truly sustain you. A peace that'll truly take care of your soul and your spirit. And there's nothing like it in this world. You can't find it in life. You can't buy it. You can't earn it. You can't do anything to get it. You can only receive it from me. And on top of that, know with this peace also comes this promise. I'll never leave you. I'll never forsake you. You see, when we're driving hard through life, trying to get everything done we possibly can, as much accomplished as possibly can, feeling pressure to do, we all reach that point where, man, we need to take an off-ramp. You know what that off-ramp is? It's just getting alone with Jesus. It's going to him and saying, I need your peace. I need that peace that I can't get from this world. Jesus, I need that peace that only comes from you. And you know what? We don't have to look far for that off-ramp because like he said, I'll never leave you. I'll never forsake you. He's always here for us. So when we get in these moments and these seasons of life, when we're just driving, there just comes a point where you need to stop. You need to stop and say, God, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it if you don't help me. I need to clear my head. I need some fresh air. I need some peace. And guess what? He'll be there for you. You just have to take that off-ramp. You just have to take that moment to get alone with him. And he'll meet you right there. Why? Because he's promised you. He'll never leave you, nor forsake you. So when you're driving hard in life and you're getting weary and you're really not sure you can go much further and it really doesn't feel safe, so let me encourage you. Pull away and get alone with Jesus. Get into his word. Pray a little bit. Think about it. Let his peace fill your heart and soul because he's there for you. God bless everybody.